Normally, when a new season of The Ultimate Fighter rolls around, we interview the coaches, some fighters, maybe even Dana White. But this season, we're going to talk to the gym owners, and rightfully so. These two have a long history, and the results aren't pretty. Here's American Top Team head owner, Dan Lambert, and the BLACKZILIANS owner, Glenn Robinson, here to my left. So first question, obviously you guys have been going back and forth. Are we going to see you guys compete here in the main event of The Ultimate Fighter? Were you guys going to fight each other or what?
I think maybe you can get Karen to fight Glenn if you want a more even fight.
Glenn.
Kids will talk.
Kids will talk.
Guys, listen. You two are two well-established, great teams. Everything seems to be going right for you guys. But then we have this. What in the hell is going on between you two? Like, seriously, what is going on?
You know, it comes down to there's a right way and there's a wrong way to get into a business. You know, I like the fact that wealthy people from other walks of life now want to be involved in MMA, because I've been here a long time, and for a long time, nobody wanted to be associated with the sport. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to come in, do it the right way. You want to start a team? Start from the beginning, build from the ground up, develop guys, go through the years of failures that it takes to get a couple of guys that are going to be good enough to get to the UFC level, and go through the years of those guys that it takes to get to a guy to be successful at the UFC level, and then be proud of what you did. Don't come in and just go and poach guys that are already at that level from other teams so you can stroke your own ego and be good on day one.
Glenn, what do you have to say about that?
You know, I've been hearing this story for a while now, and there's really no truth to it. I mean, the bottom line is 4 guys left his team because they were unhappy with him, and he just doesn't want to hear it. So what he's done is rewrite history to better suit his needs and better suit his story.
So guys, obviously, it seems like it's going to be a very interesting season of The Ultimate Fighter. What was the experience like for both of you guys? Dan.
That was a great experience for our guys, you know. I think it's going to let people see the way the teams work from the inside out. You know, people don't really get an idea of how the coaches interact with the fighters, how they train. I think the intensity you're going to see at the gyms when the fights were at each team's gyms is off the hook. And you know, for us, it was a chance to just go to the gym every day, be with the fighters, and see a couple fights a week. It was fun.
That was a few, Glenn.
The same. I mean, the energy in the gym was tremendous. I mean, that's something that I think is going to be different than other seasons on The Ultimate Fighter. The intensity of walking out into...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The intensity of walking out into the crowd of everyone chanting from both teams on both sides was just amazing. You could feel the energy as you're walking out. And just the experience of being with the guys was amazing. And I think we all grew from it. And it's a great opportunity for these fighters to get to be exposed to the world. And it was a great experience.
Glenn, Dan, I don't know if you guys caught this at home. These two guys don't agree on much. You guys just agreed on something. So you guys slowly becoming friends right here on UFC Tonight. I can sense it. You guys both agreed on something, you're becoming friends. I mean, that's what happens, right? First an agreement, then a friendship? No? Okay, whatever. Guys, did being on The Ultimate Fighter actually bridge the gap between you two, or did it make it worse?
Not at all.
It didn't bridge the gap, Glenn, at all?
You can't bridge a gap when someone has made up a story in their own mind to make themselves feel better about themselves and refuses to listen to the truth. You can't bridge that gap.
You know, there were a lot of ups and downs during the season. It was a long season, but there was one constant. Glenn was a douchebag before the season started. He was a douchebag during the season, and he's going to be a douchebag after.
And actually, you know what? That's Stan's favorite word, so you can count in the season how many times he says it, and you're going to find it's quite a lot.
Call it like I see it.
Guys, explain to the viewers what the format of the show is. Obviously, you know, teams are fighting each other, but how do you guys advance? How does it work?
There is no advance. There's a point system. The first 4 fights are worth 25 points, the next 4 fights are worth 50, and the last 4 fights are worth 100. It's the most points out of those fights. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 12 fights wins.
And the winner obviously hosts the fight. Is that correct?
The winning team gets the next fight in their gym.
Guys, thanks for coming on the show. We can't wait for the season of The Ultimate Fighter.